I would like us to appoint, whoever we appoint, I want them to be on an upwards career trajectory. I think it's so important that the job they've just come from was successful, that they're coming on to Newcastle United with a bit of momentum. And while I get Flores, I would take him because he's a Premier League manager. He's done it. He didn't do a bad job. He's a much safer pair of hands than a total rookie, like you say, Adam, a Gerrard or an Arteta. Who fucking knows? We don't. It would be such a gamble to give these guys their first proper job. I know Gerrard's managed in Scotland, but it's not the same. I mean, he managed 50 games in his career, and you're coming into this shit show at Newcastle United. I would like to see us appoint someone who is coming in with some momentum that the playing squad can look at and think, you know what, he did a good job at his last job. I want to impress him. This is a manager worth playing for, and there are managers out there like that. Now, whether they would play for Newcastle United or manage Newcastle United even, we probably will need them to play as well at some point, get their boots on. But whether they'll take the job is another thing. But you know, we have to consider this takeover massively destabilising. If you're a manager, your first question number one to Lee Charnley, is the club being taken over? What's Lee Charnley going to say?
No comment. Ask
Justin Barnes. Ask Mike Ashley. No comment. Like, it's a ludicrous position for the football club to find itself in. And you've got to think Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, who's just worked wonders with Feyenoord, isn't in contract. It's just left them, taken the Champions League, won the Dutch Cup, won the league for the first time in however long, done a great job. He's the kind of manager I want to see in Newcastle United. Do I think he'll come here? No. And I've heard from good sources today that the club aren't considering him, whether they've approached him. He said no. The other massive problem we've got, just say we approach a manager who's in work at the minute, their football club will fight tooth and nail to keep him. If they approach him in May or in June, maybe it's a bit different. But you know, your Chris Wilder at Sheffield United dropped the other day. There's no way he'll be Newcastle manager, but he dropped. If you're Sheffield United, you're like, fucking, you know, you're like, lads, it's July, we'll kick off next month, you know, and now you're trying to take a manager off. I want 6 million quid, or I want 8 million quid, or I want this or that. I thought the disrespect that Chris Wilder was on Twitter was a bit far. I think he's a fantastic manager. He's known for being tactically flexible. He's totally removed from other managers of his kind of age and nationality, and your Allardyces and your Pulises. Sheffield United play good football, play five at the back, so that would fit. I think he'd be a fantastic manager. There's no way he'd leave his boyhood club, taking them from League One to the Premier League to work for fucking Lee Charnley.
Who hasn't really done anything in a top 5 league, anyone who's only been managing maybe a couple of years. I don't think this is the right situation for them. I think they'll be hit with a situation that they'll be in way over their head with Mike Ashley and how he likes to do things, moving the goalposts. Like, in a way, obviously, he needs a yes man, Ashley, but there needs to be some experience, some savviness there.
I'm willing to get excited about anybody who's been linked with us, to be honest, so far. I suppose I probably agree with Adam. I mean, Kike Flores, he did do a decent job in the Premier League with Watford. He is probably somebody that's looking to get back into England. The thing that I just keep thinking is, who's going to want to come to Newcastle United and basically not be supported by the owner. There's just no ambition in the club. Anybody that they speak to before they come to Newcastle United, yeah, they'll hear how good the fans are, it's an amazing city, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, the owner of the club is the one who gives the manager what they need to do the job, and I just can't see anybody with any real ambition coming to the club. Unfortunately, you know, I think it is going to be someone extremely underwhelming, like Mark Hughes, or unfortunately someone, you know, Gary Megson, as we keep joking on. It's just horrendous to think about.
Who do they want to sell? Who do they want to bring in? What positions are we weakest in? What players are good? What players are unfit? What players are unhappy? A manager's going to have 2 weeks to sort that out. Best case scenario, if we don't make an appointment before Thursday this week, that is below the required standard at this level. That is not befitting of a organisation like Newcastle United competing at the highest level of football in the world. It's an embarrassment.
We could have paid, what, 16 million, I think it was, we could have got him for 16 million pounds. If we want someone who's going to get us the equivalent goals and assists and team goals that he was involved in last season, it's probably going to be looking at spending over 30 million pounds for someone like that.
Comfortably. Easily.
So there's the money for Perez gone straight away, if we've even got that money, because if it's going to be, some of it's going to be instalments or what have you, I don't know. Then For years, everyone knows we've not had a proper number 10. Jose Perez slotted in there for a number of years, kind of made that position his own. He was never challenged for that position, and to be fair, he's had some good seasons. He scored goals, last season being his standout season.
Diarme's gone, oh, but Colback's back again. That's not good maths, man. That doesn't work. He's not in the squad because he wasn't rated, because he's not good enough. Right? He's not good enough. He is championship quality at best. Just because players come back from loan who weren't good enough before, that doesn't mean that they're signings. It doesn't mean that this clean slate bollocks that we've seen peddled in the media as well. Like, what the fuck? It's not clean slate. You weren't good enough before. You're still not good enough now. That is not a shortcut. That is not an excuse to not invest in the first team squad. Because keeping them around is as bad as not signing anyone at all and letting them go. They might as well not be here. We have to spend so much money in a month. We don't even know who the manager is. We're probably, Mike Ashley is not going to spend loads of money when he's possibly going to sell the club. We're absolutely fucked. The only way that we can get out of this situation is money, and we know he's not going to spend it. Not even the money that belongs to the club. Because what did he do last summer? He took money out to pay himself back for the loans. And why would we ever believe he's not going to do that with the Jose Perez money?
Well, exactly. The trip. I'm personally really looking forward to it. Somewhere completely different culture to anywhere I've ever been before. Obviously went to Portugal with you, Adam, at the start of last season. But this is something completely different. Unfortunately, none of the other guys from True Faith were free to come, but I shall do my best to fly the flag for True Faith.
A good manager, sign some footballers, get the squad in order, communicate with the supporters, be a little bit confident, say we know what we're doing here, because at the minute everyone says they don't know what they're doing, but they don't push back on that. It's all noise, it's all, it's almost like they think they know better, despite having absolutely none of the achievements to prove that. And give supporters, even the most negative supporter could be turned around, because ultimately the thing that I think the football club don't understand is that every single person in this city in this region who supports Newcastle United wants to be proved wrong. They want to be thinking, we've got it wrong about Mike Ashley. I don't think it's going to happen, but I don't think they realise that everyone wants to be like, Christ, that was bad back then, but we sorted it out, we got it right, we got through it. And obviously it's never going to happen, because we know the competency level of these people, and it's not a lot in terms of running football clubs, but the football club isn't dead yet, but it's pretty close. And like you say, Rob, there, if they don't sign any players and they put Redfern in charge, that's it. Newcastle United's done for a long, long time.